Rema up next. Remy boy. Rema, I mean, needs no introduction. First Afrobeat song to hit 1 billion. Having that trajectory and run there with the song, and then following up with the deluxe for his debut album. The features, the showings, him being in that platform, packing up awards. He left, right, center, walking up on stage and making a very unauthoritative brand and growth with how he moves, how he talks right now in terms of being the future for this scene and the one that we're propelling to take this genre somewhere else. And I always find that even in his musicality that he's one of those ones trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to break new grounds for the sound, trying to take the song and bring influences and take what we know conventionally as Afrobeats into different headspace. And that's one thing that I have loved throughout his career, is that you don't necessarily know what to expect, but you're definitely, you know that he's gonna challenge himself. He's gonna shape shift here and there, and I'm excited about getting into this EP. This was one of those EPs where he kind of previewed the entire thing on social media. I tried not to. At some point, after the second one, I was like, all right, let me not spoil it for myself. It was getting a little too much. But I see the excitement and the visuals. The rollout has been for this was. I mean, it shut everything down, and Ravage, which is a play on Savage, and obviously him being a river. I'm here for the title. Let's hear it. EP, 5 tracks. First track, Troublemaker.
How many dues where the boy don't pay? How many insult I go take? Dress your shit like I'm Jago. Many my gun be the people I red. My red for the green, that's the yellow.
Oh,
some
bro.
call me IB, some call me Olo. Them say I be troublemaker. I go disturb everybody. Leaving me, make I do my own.
Oh my goodness, man. What an intro on that one, man. I love the tone. Even though this kind of was dressed, or I was going into this EP expecting, I mean, you see the title, you see the aesthetics, you're expecting rave music, you're expecting a lot of rage behind it, a lot of hyper energy. But it kind of starts on a very, very an intimate atmosphere, more so heavy on the storytelling. He's just stating claim to how big he is, how much of a troublemaker he is. But bro, I'm loving the little violin padding at the back for this. It just makes it very, very soulful, very, very, it takes it to a deeper level than opposed to just feeling something that's random. So I love that he's being very wordy on it, but at the same time it still feels very, very, very tender, very, very soft on his approach here, and I like it. I like it so far, man. Let's go.
You better relocate at they come closer. For my first line since I was 17, you know steady grinding. Nothing when you go show me where go really surprise me.
Hey, talk your shit, bro.
Day and night, so my guys they hustle every penny they touching my circle. Why they press my ups, make them restless. So them say I be troublemaker. I go disturb everybody. Leaving me, make I do my own.
That was an opener, okay? That was a loud and strong opener. Blaze beats on a very, very, very orchestral type of Afrobeats blend there. I love where the production took this, and obviously his vocal arrangements too were stacked up nicely, especially towards the end where it was getting really, really dramatic. Almost feels like to the caliber of a Love Damini type of production, where you have this this orchestral band in front of you where they're heavy on the violins, and this larger than life kind of atmosphere. It feels very, very dramatic and very cinematic as well. Just getting all those feelings there, but you're still hearing the 5 beats pattern of your regular Afrobeats. But it's a really nice and slow down pace where you're going with it, and down to the content of what he's saying here. He's basically saying they call me a troublemaker. My ops would definitely. What do you say about my ops? My ops would be restless on schedule or something like that, bro. It was he's not resting. He's coming in back to back again. He's being very, very standoffish and confrontational as almost sort of like a rapper, and I love the energy. I love the tone for him to open up the project like that, man. That was a solid way to kick it off, man. That was good. That was really good. How do you guys feel about that one? Yeah, people are already feeling it, man. Rema Sabi, of course, bro, and his singing too was sounding very good, especially towards the end. How he stacked his vocals there. Yeah, man, solid way to open it up, man. This man said, yeah, man, his ups are going to be like make them restless on schedule, bro. That's mad. Anyway, let's get into next up. Okay, D&D. Now this feels like this was where the energy kicks off from the snippets at least. So D&D, do not disturb. Let's see what he's saying in the full context. D&D, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Banga, more to today, let's take that go to a shame. You will be waiting, oh yeah, go. You know this is a just bed. Because if I talk one, they go and swallow me, yeah. Share one,
Share one bar. Bro, that snippet was insane.
I don't do too much P's and Q's right now. I can put you on D&D.
Hey, bro, he's doing this very like crazy fluid flow from a one day code to like a burner, and then it's coming back into like, bro, this particular one right here, man, you can hear, bro, this influences that he has tapped into, and then he's bringing it back and making it like, you know what I mean, feel so refined, and like obviously still making it his. Like, nah, this energy is insane, man. Oh my god. Bro, the confidence on this record is insane. Bro, anyway, relax. He has been aging beautifully, man, in terms of his confidence, bro. Like, hearing this kind of flows, this is too like, yeah, I'm tapping into this, man. This is about to get into the second verse, man. Let's run it.
Too many soloists when I go, they call me Solomon.
LFL. This nigga said too many solo hits ago, they call me Solomon. That's so funny. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, yes, sure. Too many solo hits, man. Let's go.
I'ma make a no too tall, make a so free sit down. Because if I talk one, they go and swallow me, yeah. Share one boo,
share one bar.
Because it get a sick move around me where you fit in the party.
D&D, hey.
With the security because I shot in one shakabula.
We're going to collect the ND, but that's... That's a shot right there, but we don't know who that. We're not gonna try and make sense who that shot is for. Rema is moving with such confidence. It's scary. It's like it's taking you back a little bit. Like there is no one else. There is no one else that feels like they're fitting into the role as the leader of this space of this particular class of artists that we're getting now. And he is claiming it. He is positioning himself. He has showings to back up every claim he's making here. This man said, number one, no, they do me like that. Like, you know what I mean? I have so many hits, you can call me Solomon. Bro, yeah, man. The just the level of confidence on the chorus of this song, and his borderline rapping through this verse, and in a very much more of a one day call type of delivery there, and I'm so here for it, and I'm so tapped in. Like, one day call has to be smiling knowing about this particular record. But bro, the level of confidence is what's like, it's really what's standing out on a song like this. And he's moving with so much, like, you know what I mean, the aura is there, bro. Like, it's there. You know he's unstoppable right now, and it's just absolutely scary that how he's moving, bro. Like, nothing makes it. As Rema is gliding through, man, nothing survives. Everything is like, bro, he's obliterating everything in front of him right now, and that was sick. That was absolutely sick. And bro, yeah, for such a rap heavy chorus, I'm loving that he's taking that direction there. It's not really as dumbed down or as simple as many of some of the choruses chorus structures you can get out of him. But I love where this is going. It looks like he's tapping into his rave bag so early into this project. I mean, he's on track 2 now, so we're already there. Smooth Criminal, I didn't get to hear first, but how's everyone feeling about D&D so far? P Prime, definitely sick with the production there. Rema's aging like fine wine, absolutely. I can think of a lot, but anyway, people used to rap before Afro. People don't know about Rema used to rap before Afrobeats, bro. Everybody used to rap before doing Afrobeats. Rap is literally the precursor or the would I say the pre-uni or the foundation year for so many Afrobeat artists. Everybody touches rap. Most people touch rap before becoming what they are. Hence the level of like, you know what I mean, of wit or at least flow and fluidity behind so many of their pockets for Afrobeat. So yeah, it makes sense because yeah, he started off as a rapper too. Rema destroyed the song. He is different. Okay. Black Gold keeps putting percentages. I'm here for it. 98%. His O2 is next month. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, man, let's do it. Smooth Criminal up next, track 3. Let's see what that's sounding like. Let's go.
Smooth criminal, Michael Jackson. No, Yago, you want that see. And look twice, make you know who they talk to before you go in.
The drums have the texture of I Too Like Woman. It's very much in that, like, that's his most I'm a piano song, or that's his most I'm a piano leaning song. So it's definitely in that same headspace. I think, is this P Prime or is this London? P Prime and London here. Okay. So yeah, because London did Woman. So it feels very much in that same texture, that same kits that he's using for Woman that he's using here. It feels like.
How am I living exotic? What am I wearing is foreign? What am I drinking is cold? All of my essence, I'm sorry. I know your life is boring. Pepe them, pepe na, pepe na, pepe na, pepe na. Yeah.
He's not letting the beats breathe. Let the beats breathe, Rema. Let the beats breathe. You know, just coming in there as if that fight, bro. Just coming there, just they tassing the beats. Just the bass goes the beat anyhow, bro. Like that was just too much, bro. So I mean, he's not leaving any space to go for nothing, man. And I'm absolutely loving the rage energy, man. This is rave Rema, bro. Let's go.
You say I be if you not catch me. You wanna leave me, I go the best they go. Show una go low. Oh yeah, dey my head robodo for my bololo. And pepe na, pepe na, pepe na.
Bro, he's creating this for the stage. Hey, bro, the audacity to harmonize on records like this is insane. For sure, on the stage. I can see him transition this record with Woman right there because it really ties well nicely. But my goodness, I mean, one of the most aggressive takes of I mean, is that I'm a piano there? Like, there's definitely elements of I'm a piano here. Evidently from the shakers, evidently from the textures of the drums too. But my goodness, I absolutely love that. I mean, he's not like the pace on this, the aggression to make the song very dense, nothing airy, nothing spacey for you to rest, essentially keeping you up, keeping you attentive, keeping your energy high throughout the song. It's not an easy feat to do, and to make that packed, even from a production standpoint, like Prime and London were just cooking added elements, making it super dynamic, super like, you know what I mean, of a very very like hyper energy, and I think they did well in terms of keeping the energy up throughout the record. It's not easy to because it's easy to I mean, it's 3 minutes, like that's a long time to easily lose somebody. So for them to keep you engaged as you're going in at that pace, at that energy, it definitely takes a lot, because bro, that was insane. And again, it's still very much in that same talking your shit bag that we've seen. So I think that's the whole point of this project. At the end of the day, everything is like he's making a state, like making sure that he's drawing the line in the sand that I am the prince of Afrobeats. I'm here to take over, and he's moving with that aura throughout the song so far. I think at this point it's well established that that's the point of this EP now. And then even on the sonic end of it, you can see it being really like hyper up tempo energies there. I only see him creating the songs for his stage. I can absolutely see his stage being like a freaking like almost on a Travis Scott level of production and setup, and it being such a high energy. I got to see him live once, so I can expect this on a bigger scale for him to like rave with this record, and I absolutely love the energy that it's going there with. Next up, we have Don't Leave. Now that title makes it seem as if it's a romantic song, but we'll get to hear it. Maybe the tempo is coming down a little bit at this point. Anyway, let's hear the fourth track, Don't Leave. Let's go. Okay, that key, or that notes rather, very long and spooky. Very, very spooky key to just hold that key for so long. Sorry, hold the notes for so long. That was a very, very, like, very, very scary type of atmosphere, man. Let's go though.
Bad man rub on her body when I'm loving her. Bad man kill for me, baby, me not kid you not. My girl tell me so she need my tina raja. She love me, yeah, because I keep it PP. She love me, anytime we sexy, never quickie. Bouncy body.
We can't have an Rema EP without a dirty song, bro. There's no way. There's no way we're not walking away without the fornication anthem. Like he I don't know, he just tends to stare into that direction time and time again. I thought the objective of this EP was going to be talking your shit, you know what I mean, being that guy, being able to like establish that tone. But obviously like it's Rema, so yeah. We're expecting a record like this. And I'm not mad at it. I'm cruising, man. I'm not mad at it. It's just, yeah, of course. Very on brand. Let's go.
Don't leave. She said, don't leave, yeah. She said, Remy, I don't mean to be mean.
No, that scheme. Rema is rude for that scheme, man. Like that, no need. No need. He's wild for keeping that, because I knew it was a scheme there he was trying to do, and he ended up coming back into it. It was nice. But obviously we've gotten the gist of the song. Yeah, man. It's in that only Rave and Roses type of energy where he opened with. And anyway, man, let's finish it up.
Yeah, she know if you get enough of my loving.
Rema is the antithesis to prediction. Like, you can't see where the next like direction for the song is. Like, it makes for such a, what's the word? Like, very, very stimulating type of listen. Like, you can't just sit back and not get some form of like, I don't know, some form of reaction, because like you're sitting there and you have an idea of the structure of the song, you've established it, but then again, like he comes in there with cadences and the way he transitions from one flow into another flow, and then it's not coming back, and it takes the record into a different, almost like bridge after bridge after bridge. It's like, bro, it's very intoxicating. Like, it's just like, it's like highly, like, you know what I mean, almost to the very, very end of the spectrum. And it's funny because in terms of comparing it to another artist now, I don't want to name names, but if you know, you know. It's on the other spectrum of that other artist, and it's like, bro, like, it's crazy because he's on the entire, like, he's far into that end of the spectrum, almost on some Kanye West type thing where, like, you don't, like, almost like there's a beat change coming there. And I think because he works hand in hand with his producers, and it's clear because every pivot in the song, they have to be on board. The producers have to be on board, and this is like pivot after pivot after pivot, and I like it. I like that it's not overdoing it. It's not overcooking the record. It's still coming back into the pockets where the song had established before. So I like that he's arranging his records like that, man. And it's not as predictable. It's not as like, it's not boring. That's the term. It's not boring, man. Let's go.
She said, Remy, I don't mean to be mean. You always hustle up for the green. Take one for the team. She said, on my keys, new level D's. Yeah, she know if you get enough of my loving. She know if you get enough of my loving, my loving, my loving, my loving.
It's like a movie, man. Like, it's situated in a very, very horror and dark atmosphere. And bro, the production is like, you know what I mean? When you see something like in a picture, like look at the cover art, for instance. Look at the little visuals we've gotten about the EP. Bro, the sound is literally depicting those feelings. Those, you know what I mean? The connection behind the creative ventures and visuals and to the music. Bro, they're hand in hand. Like, they're hand in hand. They're like, they really fit the entire atmosphere that they are painting here. And bro, like from the beginning of the song too, with that very spooky kind of aesthetic, I'm really loving that. I don't know if you want to call this you know what I mean, Afro soul or some shit. I don't know, like it just makes it, you know what I mean, it's bringing it into that very horror-esque kind of aesthetic. And I'm here for it, man. It's dark, it's edgy, it's different. You know what I mean? Obviously, this song being a lot more of a raunchy venture, which is obviously Afro Nax for sure, because it's Rema and he has to make a record in that vein. So he's bringing it towards the fourth track here, Don't Leave. And I absolutely love where this is going. The level of intoxication in the twists and turns, it makes for an exciting listen. And I'm here for it. Okay, let's get into the next one. Now, this is a song that everybody has been like. I mean, it feels like the focus track of the project now because they've been pushing it. We already saw Don Jazzy upload a tweet and take it down after. Let's not even deal to that. But essentially, this is the focus track. It's called Red Potion, and let's hear it. Okay, this is my first spin on it. I didn't even get to hear it on the snippet. But let's do it. Let's do it. Last track of the very, very, very intoxicating Rema EP here. And Red Potion, let's go. What are all these layers on the song in the beginning? Like the entrance, bro. Like a movie, like I said, bro, he's making this shit very, very dramatic, or at least very cinematic. Bro, what is this bass? I mean, there was one very, very erotic type of like female vocal runs there. Does anyone know hear that? I thought that was Chigo. You guys remember Chigo? Anyone remember Chigo? It sounded like her. I mean, I won't be surprised if it's Rema himself. Because he plays so much with his voice that you can expect him to sound like you know what I mean? Like Anyway, man, he's very playful with his vocals, man. That did sound like Chigo for a quick second. Bro.
He shock you.
Oh my goodness. What? Remember what I was saying about the previous song, right? Like, it's evident yet again. What the hell are these twists? Bro, throw away the rule books that makes you want to be simple in your arrangement and your structure of a song. He's obliterating that right now. He's throwing that away. And it's going on a very, very, very like borderline provocative type of directions when it's coming to with this flows, man. Anyway, let's get into the second verse, bro. This is insane. What was that, bro? How do we even process that, bro? Oh my goodness. Wow, that outro, bro. Bro, what is this guy on? What is he on? I mean, then again, we shouldn't be surprised, though. Like, we shouldn't be surprised. Like, I mean, this is Rema, like, just raising the bar for himself, raising the bar for the genre, raising the bar for the landscape, what it feels like. This is someone that isn't restricted. Like, this doesn't sound like a very restricted person at all. He's not obeying by any rules per se that is known to the genre, known to the space. He's coming in there trying and making very vivid efforts to build on what is already here, because essentially he's not just like he's just making things out of just picking things and influences out of nowhere. There are obvious artists you can connect so many of his runs and cadences to. You can bring a One Day Call from a record like D&D. You can see a Burner even on a record like on Smooth Criminal 2. You can see a Techno on a record like this, that where he's coming there with those ad libs that you can make it feel as if he's he's part and parcel of the production, where he's coming in there and taking the record and not making it seem like as if he's a piece of the instrument, you know what I mean, and just carrying you along. And the drum rolls are nasty as well. London is coming here doing pakoropa and just scattering the ground. Bro, he's bringing so many things that are evident and so very conventional in the space, and just building on top of it and just pivoting left, right, center, bringing surprises, bringing the crowd vocal arrangements, bringing there's so many things that he's pouring into this mix to make a very, very hyper and intensive moment with the production too. Brett, this is just brilliant. It's just brilliant work. This is obviously something he took his time with, and it's crazy that in the midst of him really, really catapulting into a new stratosphere with his career. In the middle of all of that, in the middle of Calm Down being the biggest record, in the middle of him hopping from one award show to another show, him hopping on tour as well, stage to stage, the level of intensity that his career has had throughout this year, or in the last since August, honestly, level of intensity that his career has had, and he's still able to sit down and put together work like this, because this is not something you just nonchalant kind of create. There's so much attention to detail here, so much. With him and the producers, P Prime and London are two of the producers here, and it makes sense because he's not seeking and he's not tapping from too many resources. He's definitely, it feels like he's right there in the booth, he's right there in the studio. I mean, millisecond after millisecond, going into detail. This pivot, this time. The level of it has to be a hands-on collaboration here with the producers. There's no way you bring out records like this without it being so heavy hands-on and heavily tasking on the artists and the producers being together. And it's evident. It shows here that he's paying attention to the details. He's coming in there with so many pivots and inflections there. He's making a very, very, very strong tone, a very strong point on his confidence, on how wide of a range he has, on how unpredictable it can be. This is it. This is him. This is the point of that EP, bringing you to a very, very rave and an intoxicating atmosphere from the very beginning. This had that aura of a horror. It had that aura of a horror movie. That's a poor choice of words, but it had the atmosphere of a horror movie that really, really takes you into a dark and very borderline. Essentially why people are claiming that this is, is doing Tumba with who. But definitely, it's not that. I think it's definitely an artistic direction that he has made evidently throughout his brand. Okay, and he has connected that with the Raven Roses, and it's so consistent, and he's building on it, and he's raising the bar again and again and again. Bro, he's gonna run away with so much material for his live shows. I am excited to see him on stage now with this EP. With this EP, insane. The energy, the atmosphere, the textures, how cinematic the production felt, bro. How dramatic his flows were and changes was. Bro, this is insane. I don't even know where to pick my favorites or my least favorites, because this was a very, very high intense moment, back to back to back. This all throughout this EP, man. This is a crazy, crazy EP. I mean, it goes back to his introduction on his first EP, and then the second EP, Bad Commando, bro. It's cutting off of that same cloth, but this time around, it's a lot more potent on the sound that he's going for right now, which is really, really, really taking that rave and rage direction for what we know as Afropop in a lot of ways. But bro, this was a brilliant EP. I can't fault this EP. I really cannot fault this EP. I actually cannot fault this EP. I'm trying to find a hole or somewhere to poke at it, but it's not. It doesn't feel like there is. It honestly doesn't feel like it's lacking in any front, because it's the very, very consistent tone, very consistent subject matter too. Except obviously Don't Leave being the raunchy side of things, but essentially it's been very consistent in the dramatics of it. And what a closer, bro. What a way to close it. How he picked it up and how he closed it makes for a very dense and potent project, bro, for 5 tracks. Oh my goodness, I can't speak highly enough of this project, bro. I think this might be the second 10 out of 10 EP this year. Rather, this is the second 10 out of 10, and I'm putting it at that. This is a 10 out of 10 for me, bro. I can't poke at this. I can't. It's intense. It's this is shape shifting. Like this is like, you know what I mean, we're witnessing something insane here. Like we're witnessing something insane. No, there's no way. Like there's nothing you can fault this EP in terms of its arrangement, in terms of production choices, in terms of its songwriting, its tone, its energy, bro. I don't think the enjoyment factor here, the fact that I want to go back to many of these songs, bro, like it's insane. It's insane. And yeah, I think it is. It's another 10 out of 10 this year. I stamped it. How you guys feeling for this one? And yeah, appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate everyone that tapped in.